Hey everyone, it's John from Seattle Coffee Gear. As we're approaching the holidays and you may or may not having a gathering, obviously this is a really weird year, so we thought we would do a quick video on some tips for how to make coffee for a group or more than yourself and your significant other, or just more than two people in general. So I want to be clear that we're not advocating that you have a gathering. I say just follow your local guidelines, stay healthy, and hopefully you're drinking lots of coffee through this whole crazy year, because it can only help, right? So let's talk a little bit about ways that you can make coffee for a crowd of more than one or two people, and just some tips and tricks. So the first thing I wanted to talk about as I was thinking about this and what I would be doing is cups and pitchers. So if you have a home machine like this is not a commercial espresso machine. So it's not designed to make 10 drinks in a row and be able to just cruise through those and make them in, like 5-10 minutes. So if you're trying to make 10 standard full-size drinks in a row, it would take you a long time on a machine like this. So my first tip for you is to keep the drinks small. So what I have here are two examples. These are both like 5-6 ounce cups. And if you're having people over for dinner and they're drinking coffee after dinner, you're probably not gonna want like a big 12-ounce latte or a large drink anyways. So keeping it small is an easy way to make your time go a lot further. So what I'll be doing here is kind of splitting drinks a little bit, and I'll talk about that more as we go on. The next thing I wanted to talk about is pitchers and pitcher sharing. So likely, if you have a machine like this Breville Barista Pro, it already came with one pitcher, and a lot of you probably got a secondary larger pitcher so you can do slightly bigger drinks. So if you already have two pitchers like this, you're pretty well set up to be able to make coffee for a crowd. So small cups, two pitchers. Those are my tips 1 and 2 when it comes to making coffee for a crowd. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is drink sharing, milk sharing, and then splitting shots. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to put a single shot in each of these, and that'll taste okay because I'm not adding much milk to either of these drinks. Odds are that your Aunt Martha isn't drinking a double shot cortado at a specialty coffee shop. Odds are that she's getting like a 12 or 16 ounce latte, and she's going to be just fine with a single shot 5 or 6 ounce cappuccino, and will just be happy that you're making her coffee. So with that, let's talk about some of the mechanics here and actually make a drink. So I would say to still follow kind of your standard procedure when it comes to prepping a drink, specifically on a machine like this. This machine cannot brew and steam at the same time, so you have to time out what you're going to do first. So what I like to do is get my shot completely prepped. And I'm using a lighter roast coffee here from Boast Coffee Roasters. That means I can pull it a little bit longer and have a bigger shot to split. And with these 54 millimeter baskets, I like to dose right around 17 grams. Looks like I need a little more. Did I get it? Right on the money. I like to dose right about 17 grams. I find that that works pretty well in this size basket for a double. And then I do all of my prep work for the espresso portion right now. I'll even go so far as to, I probably can't brew onto a scale, but I already programmed the double button in there. So if you did want to brew onto a scale, you could brew into a shot pitcher and do it that way. So now that my espresso is prepped, I can come over here and get ready for steaming. This one has a pretty short warm-up time, as you can see there, but I'm gonna turn that off and go again. So in this pitcher, you can see about how full I have it thanks to the condensation on the pitcher. I have enough milk in here for both of those drinks, so then I only have to steam 1 pitcher of milk instead of steaming 2 small pitchers of milk. And I'll give you some tips on how to easily share milk and make sure your drinks have the same consistency, as I'm focused on getting this to the right consistency. And I'm aiming for a cappuccino level, maybe a little bit between a latte and a cappuccino, just so both people, whoever wants a latte, if somebody wants a cappuccino, both people will be happy. And I'm steaming a little bit hotter than I would like my drink. Make sure to purge and wipe off your steam wand, of course. So then, now that that is back down to temp, I'm gonna go ahead and brew. The double shot button there. So, while that's brewing, let's talk a little bit about your milk here. So, my milk has some pretty good texture. It's pretty fluffy, and I'm swirling it around here. Even if I swirled around and get it all integrated, by the time I go to pour 1 drink with this, the foam levels are going to be different. So what you want to do is just pour a little bit out into your pitcher and kind of save some of that foam in that pitcher for your second drink. And then you're going to come and pour your first drink. So there we go, a little tulip. And then you just take your milk, transfer it to your second pitcher there, give it a good tap and a good swirl. I might not have enough milk for this, but we'll find out. And there you go. So now we have 2 drinks here, and your same Aunt Martha is now super impressed that you can do latte art if you've watched the rest of the videos in our latte art series. Shameless plug there. But those are some of my tips for making coffee for a crowd. So now all I'd have to do is reset, and I can make 2 more drinks to get a total of 4 drinks and do that pretty quickly back to back. So my 3 tips for you, it might have been 4, but I can't remember, but 3 tips: use small cups, and then have 2 pitchers to be able to milk share pretty decently. And then 3rd tip is going to be to split drinks or milk share like I was just talking about. Doing those 3 things will allow you to make the most out of your small home machine and serve coffee for a group, impress your friends or your family, get them their after dinner cappuccino or just straight espresso, and you can even save some time on the milk frothing there. But if you have tips of your own that you've used making coffee on a home machine for a group, share those down below. And if you have questions about any of the things that I did in this video, leave us a comment down below. I'll jump in the comment section after the video goes up and try to help out down there. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos on our latte art series, make sure to check that out. And then also follow us for more content like this across all social media channels. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to see when we post new videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.